In our MU class for orals, there are some questions asked on the topic called engine performance. So, friends, I will try to cover all the topics related to this. So, the question are as follows: what is importance of engine performance? How to take engine performance? How to take peak pressure or Pmax? How to take compression pressure or peak compression? So, these are the questions which are asked in our MT orals for motor. So now moving towards our first question, what is importance of engine performance or what is the need of engine performance? So taking engine performance helps in efficient and reliable operation of the engine, helps in saving fuel and optimizing specific fuel oil consumption, helps in predicting the necessary repairs and preventing engine failures, helps in reducing spare parts cost and increasing time between overhauls. So from this engine performance, we get a basic idea about any problem or any issue in our engine, like our peak pressure is not reaching, so maybe there is problem with our fuel injector, or exhaust valve is leaking, or something other issue is there. So we will get a basic idea. So if we are taking peak compression, then we will know that the compression pressure is not as per the manual. So maybe there is fault with our piston rings, or whether their clearance of the liner has been increased. So we will directly check for that. So whatever I told you now was an example for the importance of engine performance. So now moving towards our second question, how to take engine performance. For monitoring auxiliary engine performance, peak pressure of each unit is taken at 80% of the engine load. So the peak pressure and compression pressure is taken at 80% of engine load. All the engine parameters such as exhaust temperatures, fuel rack reading, fuel oil, dew oil and cooling water pressure, temperatures, scavenge air pressure, turbocharger speed, etc. are taken. Compare the readings with the previous and the test report. Compare the peak pressures and compression pressures of all units to ensure even loading of all cylinders. These measurements would be taken every month. So the exhaust temperature and fuel oil, leaf oil pressure, these all we check on our daily routine, but these peak pressures and compression pressure we take every month. So these are the important things which we have to check for taking the engine performance. So by this we will know that how the engine is performing. Measure the fuel consumption of engine every day over a 8 and 24-hour period. So for checking the performance, we can measure the fuel oil consumption. If it is more, so maybe there is some issue with our engine. Take a sample from the lube oil inlet to engine every week and test it on board for water content, change in viscosity, TBN, sludge accumulation, and every 3 months the sample would be taken and sent for shore analysis so that a wider range of variable could be analyzed. So one sample is taken every week and that is tested for water content, viscosity and TBN and the sludge accumulation. Another sample is taken that is taken every 3 months and sent to the lab for the shore analysis. So how to take this sample and how to perform this test, that I will cover in my another video whenever I will make it. So that is another topic, but we are taking it for the performance of the engine, and we should daily check the logbook for any variation in the parameters. So whenever we are filling the logbook, we should check whether any change in the pressure, temperature or anything is there. Hope you would have got an idea the need of this performance and how we take it. So now moving towards our next question, how to take peak pressure. So this peak pressure is also known as Pmax. So it is taken without cutting the fuel, and our peak compression is taken with cutting the fuel. So for taking the peak pressure, engine should be running at its service speed that is mentioned in manual for peak pressure. So the speed is mentioned in our manual. So it should be around 85% or as per the manual whatever it is mentioned. So we should have safety gloves. Pressure indicator is important. First, purge the indicator cock on running engines so that no carbon deposit, and close it. Now we will fix that pressure indicator gauge on the indicator cock, and after that we will take the reading one by one for all the unit and we'll match the readings with our manuals. So taking peak pressure is not very difficult work, it is very easy. So I will show you with a video which I have attached at the end. First I will tell you about the compression pressure, also peak compression, then I will show you the video. So all your questions will be, all the doubts will be cleared easily when I will show you that. So now moving towards our next question, how to take compression pressure. So for taking the compression pressure, we should cut the fuel. That compression pressure is taken without the fuel. So engine should be running and fuel should be cut. So for cutting the fuel, we were pulling the rack on our engine as per my ship. So engine should be running at its service speed that is mentioned in the manual for compression pressure. So the speed should be as per the manual. So same, we will have safety gloves. We should have pressure indicator, that gauge, and rest full process is same as our peak pressure. First pulse the indicator cock on running engine so that no carbon deposit and close it. Fix pressure indicator gauge on it. Now take the reading one by one, cutting the unit fuel. Only this thing is spotted that in our compression pressure we are cutting the fuel, but in peak pressure we are taking with the fuel and match the reading with the manuals. So now I have attached one video which will make you clear about all your doubts that how we are taking Pmax on engine. So here I will show you how to measure the Pmax, the peak pressure of the engine. So this is the indicator cock on which we are fixing that pressure indicator gauge. Please take a caution that this deals with a high temperature. So these are the tools: pressure indicator cock, the pressure indicator, and the turning handle. So we will apply some anti-burning agent to the cock threads. As you can see, we have applied it. So now we will open the valve of the pressure indicator and purge it out, as you can see, so that there is no carbon deposit. So after that we will close the indicator cock and we will fix the pressure indicator. As you can see, we are fixing it. Once you have fixed the pressure gauge, so after that we will open this indicator cock with the help of turning handle. So this video is only for showing you the engine is not running now, but when we are checking, the engine will be running. So once we are seeing that the needle has reached the P max, the maximum pressure has been reached, we will note and we will match it with our manual. So once the P max has been taken, we will close the indicator cock with the help of turning handle. So with the help of this cock, we will release the pressure from this pressure gauge. So this is important precaution to be taken while removing the pressure indicator gauge. So this is how we are taking the P max, and same we are taking the P compression also, but in that the fuel is cut off. So hope you would have got some basic idea about these topics which I have covered in the video. So please like and share the video and subscribe the channel Marine Help Boat.